All right, so here's the former UFC World Title challenger, perennial heavyweight contender type, the Reem, Alistair Overeem. His crowning achievement, really, that K1 World Grand Prix Championship in kickboxing, still in search of that elusive UFC title.
No one expected him to win that kickboxing world championship, but he went out there and he beat some of the biggest names in kickboxing history. But once he was back in MMA, he has been a true and absolute savage. From becoming the Dream World Champion, becoming the Strikeforce Heavyweight Champion, he's done about everything you can do in the sport of mixed martial arts.
Of course, he made his UFC debut famously against Brock Lesnar. A lot of the recent wins for the Reem have come by knockout or TKO. He'll be chasing another highlight here tonight. How about the presence of Alistair Overeem, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. All right, so the outstanding boxer getting back on the proving ground here tonight, and I know in his last fight he got a little bit sensitive because we talked so much about his hands. He's a layered mixed martial artist, but certainly boxing has been his foremost skill, at least thus far in the UFC.
What's his bread and butter? When he's doing his best work, it's behind the hands. It's behind the setups. And we as broadcasters have seen enough of the sport at the highest level and boxing to know that that is the path that he is showing. That is the path that he has chosen. His footwork, his speed, his feints, his setups, they are all boxing-centric. So we call him a boxer, and guess what? Take pride in that. You're one of the best in the UFC at using that skill.
His jab is great, but he has told us this week he believes that the knockout's going to come with that patented left hook. We'll find out here in a matter of moments. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alistair the Reem Overeem. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the ex-murderer, Wanderlei Silva.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here is the prolific heavyweight finisher, Alistair Overeem. We'll see how he chooses to attack here in the early going. One of the more accurate strikers in UFC history. It'll be no shocker if he's at his efficient best here in the early going. Just a slip there. Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is.
Oh, nice right hand. That was a big check.
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
All right, early round one action here, and somewhat surprising to see the boxer not check these leg kicks, right? He felt like it would be a factor in the fight, and the kickboxer is absolutely having his way early.
It's always one thing to say what you're going to do, but to implement those things, to be able to do it against that guy is very difficult. And to this point, he has not been able to pick up on the leg kick.
Big land there. All right, single collar tie now. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent.
Ooh, sorry to cut you off, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission. This is a terrible position.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Just turning his hip over into the leg kick. Oh, big elbow.
Oh, continues to attack the head with those elbows in the clinch.
Oh, nice counter right hand.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, collar tie. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Stand tight, stand tight. Get the
Oh, nice kick.
double leg there, double leg.
Collar tie here in the clinch. Oh, could be in trouble after that knee to the head. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Silva. Oh, beautiful job there by the Reem on the feet as he gets that kick to the desired target. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Oh, another brutal jab. If you like boxing and you appreciate the sweet science, his jab is as good as it gets.
Yeah, he's the best pure boxer in MMA. He's one of those guys that if he needed to go into a boxing arena, he could still be competitive, and it all starts behind that beautiful jab.
30 seconds to go in the round.
Great commitment to the kicking game.
All right, so it looks like some bruising on that thigh right now. He hasn't really done anything to address that weapon from his opponent.
He's got to check some kicks. I know right now it may not be that damaging, but down the line, you're going to really pay for it if you don't address it right now.
Round two is next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick, and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway.
Nice, solid punch defense.
Nice combination there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Fighters on point tonight, lands a beautiful kick.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Nice.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Overeem's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Gotta think that bodily investment is gonna pay dividends later in the fight. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out. Using the free hand beautifully, lands a nice punch from the clinch.
Well, body language is a great indicator, and that is one confident man right there after a big knockdown in the previous round.
He did everything right to secure that knockdown. Perfect setup with the hands, got the knockdown. Let's see if he can go find the shot that's going to finish the fight.
Overeem's eye is closing up. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 2.
Oh, he kicked him in the head. He's back in the clinch. How does he proceed from here?
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game too.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
All right, so he continues to attack that upper leg area, and the thigh is really starting to show some visible bruising now.
It's showing visible bruising, and you can see his movements are a bit labored. Look for him to try to switch his stances and try to hide that leg, because he has to do something. That's a beautiful body kick.
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. Silva's taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here. Oh, pinpoint strike lands there, and not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face. Oh, nice elbow. Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Overeem. All right, well, you can still attack the thigh, right? We talk so much about calf kicks, but that's been a pretty effective weapon for him here tonight.
It's a traditional leg kick. Just throwing your hip, bang, whipping it into the thigh. Beautifully done by this fighter. Ooh, big shot lands.
You gotta be first, let those hands go.
Final seconds here of round 2. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now.
Back to the clinch.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Effective use of the jab there by Wanderlei Silva. Just out of range with that right hook. Misses with the left hook. Oh, a nice slip, and then the counter finds its home. So really starting to put it all together on the feet. And as his coaches suggested, making good use of his reach advantage. Head kick attempt, it's blocked. Oh!
He's got that single collar tie.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Lands a big elbow there. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Silva's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Pretty good straight punch there by Overeem. Yes.
He does everything so well. And he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, huge knee!
Fast leg kick lands.
Beautiful counter punch, really settling in when it comes to his counterattack here tonight. And again, making good use of what is a huge advantage in reach. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round and really starting to do some appreciable damage to his opponent's lead leg. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow.
Ooh! Silva's able to protect the eye there with that block. Nice job with his fight awareness there to raise the guard. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range though with it. All right, so another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, I knew that would become his focus.
60 seconds and let's do it.
All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Overeem's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Overeem's left leg appeared to be damaged by that last kick, so could be an emerging storyline as this fight continues. Seconds winding down in round 3. Engages in the single collar tie. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters got stunned. It's amazing to think that we fight on.
We are in the best seat in the house to watch two men go out there and really lay it on the line. Both got hurt, but even when they were hurt, neither one of them looked like they wanted to take a step back. This is the exact type of fight they expected and the type of fight that they're delivering to the fans.
You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nice block in the follow-up counter with the jab.
There's that jab.
Oh, flying knee to the head.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Oh, solid kick right there. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Gotta be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Woo! Back to the feet. Oh, switch kick. How good was that?
He switches the hip really fast and gets that leg up real quick to the target.
Oh, man. I mean, how much can one man take? He certainly doesn't look like he did when you walked out here just a few moments ago.
It's almost unrecognizable. He's been hit so many times in the face. The swelling started early. We spoke about trying to defend it. We spoke about making adjustments. He didn't, and now he finds himself here.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
All right, well, the local hospital might be busy later tonight. What an absolute war this has been. The cutmen have done a pretty good job, but both guys are leaking in the face area.
Yeah, they're working full. They're working full tonight. I mean, the cutmen are having to try to piece these two together after every single round. But this has been fun. This has been a fun fight between two incredibly tough mixed martial artists, and they are laying it on the line. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Overhand right, swing and a miss. Overeem's cut on his nose, manageable for a while.
Guillotine jump.
Trying to tighten up the grip on the guillotine choke now.
Look at how intent he is to finish the sub. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses.
Beautiful job.
These guys are looking all over each other. Oh, beautiful head movement, slips there.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
Silva's now switching his stance.
He's got the single collar tie.
Silva's an absolute mess right now. This fight might actually get stopped by the ringside physician due to that cut. All right, so another good series of knees by him there, DC. That has been his weapon of choice tonight.
Weapon of choice because his opponent has not figured out where the knees are coming. High or low, every time he throws them, they're landing.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Overeem's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut at this point in time. They might potentially stop this fight if he has vision issues from here. Fourth round here, less than a minute to go. Silva's moving those feet, switches his stance yet again.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Overeem gets back up here. his opponent earlier in the round. He's clearly been losing since. Mentally, it appears as though he's checked out.
A lot easier said than done. When his opponent has the power that he possesses, it's hard for him to say, you know what, I'm going to take one to give him.
Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done. He's been beat up. He got cut early in the fight, and he's just been targeted in that area. He has not made any changes to his defense, so he's continuing down his path. The doctor's going to take a look.
Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really opened up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
Last round in now, okay? You just got to be patient, work your hands, work your...
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fifth and final round. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Overeem's kick to the body, that one blocked by the defense. Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Seems to have timed that counter pretty well.
Oh, big elbow.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Misses again with a right punch. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. So at this point, with this type of swelling, you could argue a stoppage wouldn't be out of question.
No, it would not be out of question. And I don't think anyone would have a problem with it. This guy has been battered. He's been bruised. And if you don't stop it for the swelling, you stop it to make sure he doesn't take any more damage.
Immediately gets the underhook. All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand. Oh, here's the head kick. It's blocked. Back and forth we go. Silva. Oh, misses with the jab. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. His misses are entertaining. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Beautiful punch to the body. If you're going to go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards.
Oh, lands a nice straight. Overeem is stunned. Overeem trying to grab a leg. Pretty good series of knees by him there, DC. He told us on Thursday he felt like they would be there. They have been there.
They have been there, and he is driving them into his opponent's body. It's hard to watch.
Well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just masked in blood. This is not looking good.
Yeah, it was like all Ferguson fighters, right? He would just destroy people, and that's exactly what he looks like right now. He looks like he has been on the receiving end of all the elbows thrown by... Oh, man. Now he's back up.
Another knockdown! He's very...
Oh, it's over.
Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO, the ex-murderer, Wanderlei Silva!
So the axe-murderer, Wanderlei Silva, in prime form here tonight, and as a result, he gets his hand raised yet again inside the octagon. The celebration is on for one of the true legends of this sport, the axe-murderer, Wanderlei Silva, getting it done yet again.